Good morning, students. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss the reactions of amines. I have already discussed the basic character of amines. So we know that amines are Lewis base, and that Lewis basic character is due to the presence of lone pair on nitrogen. So the first property is your number one is alkylation. Number one is your alkylation. Amines when react with an alkyl halide, then it will give mixture of secondary and tertiary amines. So that is applicable when your amines are primary amine. So if the amine is primary amine, then we get mixture of secondary and tertiary amine. But if the amine is secondary amine, then we get mainly tertiary amine. And finally, quaternary ammonium salt is formed. Quaternary ammonium salt is formed. Now let us consider the reaction. Suppose this is your primary amine and this is your alkyl halide. Rx is your alkyl halide. You know R is your alkyl group and X is your halogen. That halogen may be your chlorine or bromine. Then what will happen? There will be removal of HX and the product form is your secondary amine. Now again this secondary amine, react with your alkyl halide. Again HX will be removed and the product is टर्शियरी अमीन. आपको याद होगा ये रिएक्शन हम लोग अमीन के प्रिपरेशन में भी पढ़ चुके हैं. नाउ इफ वी हैव योर टर्शियरी अमीन दैट इज R3N, then it will combine with your alkyl halide to form a salt that is R4N plus X minus, and that is called quaternary ammonium salt. So this is the ultimate product of your alkylation. Means the reaction of amine with alkyl halide is known as your alkylation. Now the second reaction is acylation. So the second reaction is your acylation. Acylation means reaction with your acyl halide. when amines react with acyl halide such as acetyl chloride or with acetic anhydride, then substituted amide, not simple amide but your substituted amide is formed. That amine may be your aliphatic or aromatic. That amine may be aliphatic or it may be aromatic. And further, either they are primary or secondary, but not your tertiary. Now one more condition is there. The reaction takes place in the presence of a base which is stronger than amine, and such base is usually your pyridine. So the reaction takes place in the presence of base, that is your pyridine. Now let us consider the reaction. For example, we have RNH2, that is amine, acetyl chloride, for example, or acid chloride, it is your RCOCl. In acetyl chloride, your R is CH3. This is your acetyl chloride, but this is known as your acyl halide, or it is simply your acid chloride. So what will happen in the presence of base, that is your pyridine, HCl will be removed and the product form is your RCONHR. It is N-alkyl alkanamide, means it is your substituted amide. For example, if this R is ethyl, then this amine is your ethanamide. मान लीजिए ये आर आप इथाइल ग्रुप ले लेते हो, तो ये जो अमीन हुआ, it is your ethyl amine which is also known as your ethanamine in IUPAC. If it react with acetyl chloride, that is CH3COCl, in the presence of pyridine base, this HCl will be removed and the product is CH3Cu. Then we have NH and then we have CH2CH3. Now what is the IUPAC name of this compound? This group is your ethyl group which is attached to nitrogen. So the IUPAC name is N-ethyl ethanamide. Your IUPAC name is your N-ethyl ethanamide. और इसके साथ साथ क्या निकलेगा तो आप लिख सकते हो, नेक्स्ट प्रोडक्ट विल बी योर HCl. For example, if in place of ethanamine, if we consider phenyl group, means it is your aniline. So if we take aniline, so naturally in place of your ethyl group we have our phenyl. फिनाइल आ गया, तो जब फिनाइल आ गया फिर इसका IUPAC नाम आपका चेंज हो जाएगा, एंड देन द IUPAC नेम इज योर N-phenyl ethanamide. It is your N-phenyl ethanamide. So this will be the product. Similarly, let us suppose if in place of say this is your CH3NH2, that is methylamine. This is your methylamine or simply called methenamine. If in place of acetyl chloride, if we use benzoyl halide, that is benzoyl chloride. If we use benzoyl chloride, again in the presence of pyridine base, there will be removal of your HCl and the product form is C6H5CO NHCH3. Now it is N-methyl benzamide. It is your N-methyl benzamide. So in this way we can understand what is the meaning of acylation. Acylation means introduction of acyl group. For example, if we consider aniline, suppose if we consider aniline and if we react with acetic anhydride, this is your acetic anhydride, and this is your aniline. This reaction takes place in the presence of pyridine base. Then what will happen? This will remove your acetic acid and the product form is your NHC6H5. Now you may write the IUPAC name. It is your N-phenyl ethanamide. It will be your N-phenyl ethanamide, which is also known as, or it is also known as acetamylide. That is trivial name. This compound is your NHCOCH3. This compound is known as your acetamylide. So this is your, what we say simply, acylation. The next is your carbyl amine reaction. The carbyl amine reaction is very important for your class 12 board examination. It is also known as isocyanide test because it is used to identify the presence of primary amine, or you can say 1 degree amine. Now the question is, what is this carbyl amine reaction? Aliphatic as well as aromatic primary amine when reacts with chloroform. I hope you know CHCl3 is known as chloroform. In the presence of ethanolic, that is your alcoholic, in the presence of ethanolic, KOH or NaOH, then it will give an offensive smell. Smell of isocyanide. Actually, isocyanide in IUPAC are named as your carbyl amine. So it is also known as carbyl amine reaction or isocyanide test. For example, if we consider RNH2, which is your primary amine, this is chloroform CHCl3 and KOH. I just tried the balance reaction. It will use 3 mole of KOH, then you will get RNC. So RNC is your alkyl isocyanide, which is also known as your carbyl amine. It has a foul smell, it has a foul odor, plus 3 mole of KCl plus your 3 mole of H2O. So this RNC is alkyl isocyanide. For example, if it R is your methyl, it is your methylamine. When it reacts with chloroform, then the product is methyl isocyanide and then KCl and H2O. So this methyl isocyanide is of your foul odor or it has an offensive smell. However, secondary and tertiary amine will not give this reaction. So we can distinguish primary amine from your secondary and tertiary. So this is basically a test of primary amine. Now the next is reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride For your information, this benzene sulfonyl chloride, it is also known as Hinsberg's reagent. Actually, this reaction is used to distinguish between your primary, secondary and tertiary amine. Now, just see the reaction which is more important. If we have primary amine, that is your RNH2. Now, benzene sulfonyl chloride is this is the formula of your benzene sulfonyl chloride, that is C6H5SO2Cl. Now what happens? HCl will be removed and then we have RNH and then this is your C6H5. The product is N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. The product is your N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. Now this N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide, it is soluble in your alkali. अब मान लीजिए कि ये R आपका मिथाइल होता तो यहां भी आप R के बदले मिथाइल लिखते तो इसका नाम हो जाता N-methyl benzene sulfonamide, which is soluble in alkali. Now the question is, why N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide is soluble in alkali? It is due to the presence of acidic hydrogen. It is due to the presence of acidic hydrogen on nitrogen atom. अब देखिए on this nitrogen atom the hydrogen is present which is of acidic nature. That's why it dissolve in your alkali. Now if we have secondary amine, suppose if we have secondary amine, if we have secondary amine, this is your say secondary amine and this is Hinsberg reagent, benzene sulfonyl chloride. Again this will remove HCl, which I am not going to show in this reaction. ये understood है कि आपका HCl निकल रहा है तो उसको repeatedly लिखने की जरूरत नहीं. Now the product is your यहां आप लिख रहे थे N-alkyl, यहां लिख देंगे आप NN dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. Here the product is NN dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. Now this product is insoluble in alkali. This is your insoluble in alkali. Now the question is, why this product is not soluble in alkali? Because if you observe, in this case, there is no free hydrogen on your nitrogen atom as in case of your primary amine product. Primary amine में जो आपका product बना, वहां पे आपका acidic hydrogen था. But इस केस में there is no acidic hydrogen. That's why this product will not dissolve in alkali, or you can say this product is insoluble in alkali. Now what about your tertiary amine? What about your tertiary amine? So right, however, tertiary amine will not react with Hinsberg's reagent. Tertiary amine will not react with your Hinsberg reagent. It will not react with your Hinsberg's reagent. क्योंकि यहां भी आपका अल्काइल ग्रुप जब आ जाएगा, then we can say there is no replacement like RCl. That's why tertiary amine will not give this reaction. So by this reaction, we can easily distinguish between the primary amine, secondary amine and the tertiary amine. एक बार मैं फिर से बोल देता हूं, primary amine with Hinsberg reagent will give N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide, which will dissolve in alkali. Secondary amine reacts with Hinsberg reagent to give N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide, which is not soluble in alkali. However, tertiary amine will not react with your Hinsberg reagent. So I hope you have understand the reactions of amine and also how we can distinguish between primary, secondary and your tertiary amine. जो कार्बाइल अमीन रिएक्शन आपने देखा, तो कार्बाइल अमीन रिएक्शन से we can identify only primary amine, but by this reaction we can identify whether an amine is primary, secondary or tertiary. Thank you.